Grand, it's your boy King Side, the Memphis man. Let you know his production. And I'm sitting here chilling with Shaquena and Baldhead on Laughing Libations. Check it out.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Laughs and Libations. I'm your girl, QuenaHorace. This is my co-host, comedian Baldhead Phillips. Hey,
What's
Baldhead.
cracking? What's
How
cracking,
you?
Shaquana? What's good? Happy holidays. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and all that.
Man, I did. I got full on Thanksgiving. But before that, shoot, I got diagnosed with blood clots again for the third time.
Right there.
Day before Thanksgiving, but hey, it's all good. I'm taking care of myself, doing what they told me to do. But other than that, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I had no problems. Just I was in Chicago. I had been in Chicago for a while. And I don't drive in Chicago no more because the last time I drove up there, the bastards took my catalytic converter. So they finna be fucking my car up.
What?
Then we're not driving. It'd be kind of hard to get around. I can get around like if I got my shows and stuff, but I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something when I get back up there. But everything was cool. I had a good Thanksgiving. Hung out with family. You know, some family was cool. Some family was real quiet because they didn't know not to say nothing.
True.
Slap shit out of them. You know what? Most of the grandmothers and great aunts and all of that are passed away. People act a fool.
Yeah.
Family. When that matriarch be gone, when they head of the family, they act a fool. They be acting like, you know. And a lot of people don't know when you had grandparents and stuff like that and elders, they kept the peace because it was always somebody that was gonna hit you in your mouth. And, you know. Now that's what be going on, even if like a lot of people don't get up with their family no more. And I found this out. And I'm talking about the whole thing of Thanksgiving as well. People don't realize who they dealing with until they get into a messed up situation. And then they don't want to deal with it. But I hate when you meet somebody and they say they family was this, they family ain't that. It be them. It don't even be their family. It be their ass.
Yeah.
You the problem.
On family. You can't be blaming it on family. It's you.
Don't nobody in the whole family mess with you. You don't mess with nobody in the whole family, or the whole family not messing with you. That's the thing.
See what I'm saying? But they be wanting to point the finger at everybody but themselves. I'm like, no, it's you. But you talking about you don't hang with nobody. No, it's you that be cutting up.
Accountability is free. It don't cost nothing. So I don't understand why people don't want to be on it.
Yeah, because shoot, I mean, I love all my family, but you got them family members that you be looking at them at the side of your eye like, oh, I wish you just.
I love my family. I love my family too. It's just even you love somebody, that don't mean you're gonna be around. You got to be around them.
Exactly. You be looking at them like, I wish you'd just go home, just disappear already. They be getting on my nerves. I'm like, oh, you just get on my nerves. But,
so it did not go. It did not go to none of my people, man.
What?
My stream thing. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't worried about it.
Oh wow.
I ain't worried about it. I thought it went in.
You know, I send it to you. And you can probably put it on there somehow. But man, I tell you that, man, but and then I told my cousin last year that I don't drink. I know she forgot. I'm gonna tell you what she did. I had got me something to eat, got me something to drink, and the food was good and everything. Then she came by me and said, "You want something to drink?" I said, "Yeah, give me what I had." She gave me a wine cooler, Baldhead. Okay. She gave me a doggone wine cooler. I took a sip of it and I said, "This is alcohol." I gave it to my aunt that was sitting right there next to me. I said, "Shanna, this is alcohol. Here you go." Because it was filled all the way up to the man. I said, "Here you go." And it was strong too.
Mm.
I said, "Cuz you trying to mess up my sobriety, baby." She said, "I forgot you don't drink." I said, "See, sketch. You
See,
trying to
that's a kind of crazy situation because if you around, you ever been around somebody and you tell them, you know, I'm not drinking no more, this, that, and that, and they say this shit, oh, one drink ain't gonna hurt you.
yeah.
Nigga, do you know you the problem, nigga? You was the problem.
Thank you. I'm glad she didn't say that. She said, "Girl, I forgot." She
Yeah,
sure
something, I
said,
mean, you know, that's your thing. Ain't nobody gonna remember all what you got going on, but I can
right.
understand it.
But I mean, I wasn't mad at her. Shoot. I said that one little sip, I gave it to her. I said, "Nah, I can't be." She said, "Girl, I sure forgot. I am so sorry." I said, "Girl, I don't expect for you to remember." I said, "It's my responsibility to be careful about what I'm drinking. Cause that just like I like to
Excellent.
drink Snapple. So if I drink half of a Snapple and I put it back in the refrigerator, I ain't gonna drink it no more. Probably but a couple more days, and it'll turn into wine real fast."
I like some I guess you could call it a wine cooler. It's called Hey Cayman. I had discovered over the holiday. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one of them what you call them damn things? Them Mike Hard's lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I really ain't no drinker neither. So but I do you know, I like to get a little sociably sitting around drinking and kicking it, yeah.
Right. Right. Cause Baldhead, I wish you had met my sister. Lord have mercy. The first time she had a Mike's or lemonade, before I even told her to buy it, I said it's gonna sneak up on you. Don't drink it too fast. It's just like talking to a 2-year-old baby. She drank that thing just like that, and she was drunk, Baldhead. She drunk all of her, and then want mine. I said, "Boy, you is not finna sit up here and drink all my liquor, and you had a whole 4 case of your own. How you gonna sit up here and drink all of yours and then drink all of mine?" She looked at me like, "Come on, Shaquena, I go buy you some more." I said, "No, I'm gonna give you one of mine. I'm gonna give you one of mine, and then when we get up in the morning, we'll go back to Walmart up the street. Hey, January, we'll go up the street and we'll go get you some more." Okay, we got to wait for Baldhead to come back. Mo good, I see you got to wait for Baldhead to come back. I don't know what happened to him. Okay,
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
okay, but we got Mo good waiting in the room. So introduce your girl.
Coming in the podcast on Live and Libation here today, we got the amazing, crazy, my twin, my nooga. You seen her all across the country, and if you do not know her, you should know her and meet her today. But please follow her for all her crazy content. Mo Good Mondays. Please put y'all hands together for my girl, the one and only Mo Good. Hey. These
Yes,
hoes are
me.
never.
Yes, me. You Atlas hoes could never steal. Don't worry about it.
What
What's
up,
up,
G?
twin?
What's up? What's
What's up,
good?
You know what? Is it Shaquena?
Shaquana?
Shaquana.
Baby, it's a lot of letters in that name. Miss
Hey,
Shaq. Miss Shaq, listen. Look. Hey, y'all. First of all, thank y'all for having me on the podcast.
no
Sound
problem.
good. Sound good.
What y'all
You
on
want
here talking shit about this week? It's always something.
Hey, it's always
no?
no. That's you. Every y'all got to understand. Mo Good has a podcast called Mo Good Mondays,
Mm-hmm.
where she tells the raw truth and airs people out in the comedy game.
I'm not airing people out. I am.
seen it.
Fuck it. I am. And what
I don't
about
know
it?
what other way. I don't know what you would call it. What do you call it? You're not airing them out.
I'm just sharing my experience, my comedy experience. This is my comedy diary out loud, if that's all right.
Because this in this climate now, there ain't no holding back. I got a couple people I'm listening on that I think I'm finna start blasting myself.
Because what are we holding back for? That's the beauty in comedy and life. Freedom of speech. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
But also know how to fight. See, I know how to fight. I don't
Oh yeah. If you don't know how to fight,
you don't know how to fight. Be polite.
Like my grandmother said, if your hands can't match your mouth.
Ooh, baby. What my granny say? Your mouth and roll to check your ass can't cash. Remember that?
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh God.
I always
That was
said
the
that.
shit.
My granny kept a switchblade on her, baby. She wasn't worried about nothing. She had a mouth and hand and blade.
I keep a switchblade up under me, up under my booty, and hope I don't.
I believe. You seem like it. I believe.
Baldhead, why you looking at me like that? Why you so surprised?
I'm laughing because you said I keep switchblade up under my booty.
Shoot, you know Uptown be frisking everybody almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming to the podcast, girl. We appreciate it. So tell the people, how did you get into comedy and what made you get into comedy?
Oh, comedy fell in my lap. Accident. I don't know nobody that started comedy really on purpose. So not any good ones. It fell in my lap. My cousin was recording me telling the story at my auntie house, and she filmed it and sent it to her friend. I still don't remember who this man is. He's supposedly through comedy shows. He asked me had I ever done comedy. I said no. He sends me a flyer for a comedy school, or a comedy workshop, and it was for Michi Hall's comedy workshop. And on the whim, he had a bartend on Wednesday, and I just said fuck it, and I just went.
Oh, wow.
And I just started hitting open mics, started writing and just performing and just having fun, shit. And that's just how that went. And I ain't stopped yet, baby.
They got no reason to stop. You're one of the funny ones.
Well, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Because you remember our first time meeting, I was finna fight you.
What?
Tell Shaquena what happened.
Let me tell you what happened, Miss Shaq. Look, let me tell you. We were doing a show at Francis Cocktail Lounge. And this is like my maybe second, third show I ever did. Michi puts me on the show. Somebody else supposed to do the show. Me, was it Tiny did it with us?
Yeah, it was Tiny.
Me,
yeah.
Tiny Thick was my best friend. And
I didn't know them.
And
I never
this
heard
was
of
my first encounter. Now, I've seen Baldhead. I've seen him at jokes. I've seen this man for years. I just didn't know him personally, So I introduced myself because I'm a real ass bitch, and why not? I say, hey, how you doing, baby? I'm all good. It's a pleasure meeting you. You know what I'm saying? I love your stuff. Cool. I try to give respect to the vets. Until the vets get disrespectful, then I take the vet and euthanize him. We're going to the clinic, baby. Because the nigga said to me, oh, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. I'm standing on the right side of Michi. He's standing on the left side of Michi. And after my 10 seconds, this nigga said, man, who is these weak ass niggas you got me on the show with? I told him, I said, I'm more good. Nice to meet you now. Goddamn, now I just fucking met you.
I didn't know she was the person on the show.
I'm like, I don't even want to meet Buddy no more. Like, I want to fight him. I'm like, man, I go over and tell Tiny, like, we finna have to jump his big ass. I don't get no fuck. Tiny, like, I'm on whatever you want. I'm like, all right, I'll look 5'4" ready to scrap. Then when I did my set, the stage is like a bar, and then there's a stage right there. You damn near in the window finna get shot at, whatever, you in the window like a mannequin doing performance, but there was like a little love seat or whatever right there. This nigga sits in the love seat watching me like this whole set, trying to intimidate me, but he don't know that I'm really crazy and I don't get no fuck, right?
I'd have been in that chair a few times and put the pressure on motherfuckers because I want to see if you really gonna be funny, but that night, I ain't gonna say I didn't know who she was. Like I looked at the flyer, and I'm usually, if I'm headlining, I'm trying to see who on the show, so I can know what level of energy I gotta bring.
Yeah.
No matter what, if they strong, I gotta be stronger. If they weak, I gotta be strong, and I'm gonna be mad if they weak, because I'm gonna light them up for even being on the show.
But how
And
about when I got off
not
stage?
seeing them, I was like, "Who the fuck is these whack ass niggas you got on this show?"
Right. I'm like, damn, I like a boy in my headshot, but it was just a picture back then. It ain't one no regular headshot. It was a selfie, like ugly as hell. But but when I got off stage, that nigga did me one of these, slid me one of these, like, all right, you all right. I was like, okay. Phew, thought we was gonna have beat his ass. But we been cool ever since. I was like, that's my nigga. We been cool ever since. No problems. We ain't had no issues, twin.
Not a now. Not a now.
Real recognize real, baby.
So what do you think, since we at the end of the year, what do you think has changed with comedy with Cat Williams sparking off everything last January? Bringing the truth to a whole nother level.
Everybody trying to have a viral moment with their truth, their version of truth, and it's backfiring on some people. Like, did you see, I'm sure you saw Corey Holcomb with Cam Newton, and both of them sitting up there with them big old hats looking like two Willy Wonkas. None of my business.
I seen, but I ain't watched all of them. I don't really. I be looking at clips and shit.
I saw clips on TikTok, and they were kind of fucking disturbing. I was like, Corey, you want to go viral this bad? You cutting up bad. Now,
bad.
So I think some people are in it just for the viral moment of it, but then also, I think he did break like the dam. You know what I'm saying? So now all the floodgates are open. People can tell their truth because it's a lot of shady shit. Comedy ain't shit funny about comedy except I guess your set. Because when it comes to the business of it, that shit ain't no joke. That the only jokes is the one you motherfucking tell.
And the crazy part is, for the longest, that's kind of been kept on the hush hush. You know, I remember I was getting into it with promoters of comics. There's some comics that was in Chicago that had names already. I would go to another comedian that I knew had a name, and I'd be like, man, I'm finna go. No, man, just leave that alone. Just let's do that. What? And after a while, I'm like, man, you is allowing this shit. It's wrong. But
it's like a toxic black household. Like what goes on in his house stays in his house. We kind of keep shit on the wrap. But if what's in his house is fucking with me, I'm finna let it out. I'm finna let you know something. And then it eliminated a lot of bullshit promoters, broke them down. Motherfuckers stopped fucking with them. It eliminated a lot of bullshit comics playing each other. Because if all our stories match and he didn't pay all of us, he never paid. He bullshit, whether it be a comic, a promoter, a motherfucker, oh, I'm just doing a birthday. I don't want to hear none of that. Like, so it gave everybody a voice, and some people didn't need no voice at all. Some people really need to shut the fuck up. But like, you know.
Like when I seen I can't remember his name. If I did, I'd have said his name. The big promoter dude. I ain't talking about big as in no. He played Kelly. What's his name? Damn, Kelly with the eyes. The dude Kelly, Gerald Kelly. He played Gerald Kelly. The big promoter. He played Gerald Kelly, and then this nigga faked a heart attack. This nigga did everything he could.
Then I went in on him so bad on my page. I can't even be involved.
I faked a heart attack and somebody got my keys and I ate too much apple pie.
Me and him had a falling out because I told the truth about the story, what happened, because it's not his first heart attack faking. And then what's crazy is I didn't know Gerald Kelly. Gerald Kelly hopped on my live and told the rest of the story and said the same shit I said verbatim. That's why I tell people I may talk a lot of shit, but you can stop me if I'm ever lying. I might tell you a joke, but I won't tell you no lie.
Right. And it's like when you play with those situations, and well, I think really what it is comedians crack jokes. And I think everybody think that we supposed to be played with.
Right.
So when I came in the game and I wasn't with the games that they was playing. So when I started socking people up, they was like, oh my God, you're wrong. Why are you doing that? No one else is doing this. Everybody else is accepting it. Well, I can't accept it.
And you know what's crazy? Me, you talked about this before. You was like, man, you remind me of me. Like I came in, I came in the door throwing chairs. They called me for an intervention. Hey, fuck all that.
She a female
No,
bald.
And
no.
don't call me for no intervention. You better call me before I go get some ammunition.
That's what I'm trying to say. I want no intervention. I want ammunition. I like that. I'm keeping that shit. Thank you.
She is a female
Stolen.
bald. Oh my God.
Stolen.
You can tell
There
your
is no
mama.
other. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because we're just different kind of people. And I think, like you said, they think that comedians, we come to play. I play all day, but I really don't play about shit. Like, I'm a very serious person until I feel like playing. So if I'm saying something to you, and most of the time, I think people just not used to being told the truth. And because I'm a truth teller, they get upset. And one thing I like Cat Williams said, he said, the truth don't need motivation. I tell you, the truth sober as the motherfucking day is long. I don't care about that. And my version of love may be tough love. It really is, but it's still all out of love. I treat people no different than I treat my motherfucking kids. I tell them the real. I talk to and I love them to death. I don't even like most of them, and I tell them the truth. I love my children. So it's like, to me, it gets, I think that gets misconstrued. That somewhere the wires get crossed when people take your truth as hate or you talking against them. I said, no, I'm telling you about you. And don't ask me if you don't want to know the truth. If you want a yes man or somebody to lie to you, somebody to bullshit you, don't never call my phone.
Thank you.
Cause you gonna call me. How was it? You bombed and you stanked a little bit and your outfit wasn't shit. I'm telling you off top. I'm telling you off top.
You gonna make somebody fight, but you telling the truth though.
No, I tell them the truth. And then that's what I do. It's like children. You whoop them, you explain to them why you had to whoop that ass. I say, hey, but if you switch this around, you could try this and this and that, and you better go to K&G's and get this. You know, like I really I give the best advice. And if you need some, I got you. You know, I don't give a fuck. Maybe a few dollars. It may be a motherfucking ride. It may be your home one day. If I come on, like I'm that person. So I got to be careful on who I fuck with because people will take that and run with that. Yes. They'll really play with you. You know, I tell people I'm a good person, not a nice one. I'm not here to be nice. Y'all can have shit.
I'm a nice person. I ain't here to be nice.
Right. Now tell us about the time you bombed, your first time bombing. What was that like? Or have you ever bombed? Because some folks say they ain't
if anybody tell you they ain't bombed, they are lying. They still bombing. They in denial. I've bombed a few times, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I haven't really bombed that much, like to where it's like, but you ever like the first time I really bombed for real, outside of, cause I mean book show. I don't mean open mic because I mean we trying shit. I mean book show. Michi and what's her name? Nitra. Me and Tiny went and did a show in Milwaukee or something like that. Baby. And I was not prepared. I had maybe 5 minutes worth of material. They had me do 8. And I did it. It wasn't polished yet. It was kind of, man, we took that ride home. I was in the back seat like motherfucking Trey. I'm like, let me out. Because it's so hard to bomb. And I got to drive an hour to get back home and think about the bombing.
Hey, I used to call them them bomb backs. Motherfuckers like, what's a bomb back? You bomb and you got to drive back home.
Drive back. Oh my God. A bomb back. I did some nights I did bad at open my book shows, so I kind of going crazy. I be feeling like you paid to see, well, let's do it. But I did so bad at some places. I driving home on the damn run like
I'm finna run into the
but like I should just go into fuck it. I should go up this one-way ramp that I know I ain't supposed to go. I done been on Marquette like fuck it. I could just go on down that ramp. I know they coming up. Kids, I'm gonna miss you.
Hey, the worst part of coming home in the car with some comics and you bomb.
And they did good.
And they did good is the fact that they say this. They say, well, not me, because you going to get out the car. But
they're gonna kill themselves.
I have seen comics tell a comic the same shit a woman would tell a nigga in bed if he ain't perform right. It's all right, man. It happens. I don't want to hear that right now.
It happens to everybody. I don't care who it happened to. It's not supposed to be happening to me. So fight me.
And then you ain't even enthused about y'all conversations that you like on the way there. You had good conversations. Y'all was vibing. In the back, you looking out the window. Day after day.
Baby, me and Tony kind of did. We both sitting on opposite sides. We looking out the window with tears in our motherfucking eyes, baby.
Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt.
I can't stand the rain. You know it, no.
I remember I bombed in Minnesota. It's a club called
What a place to bomb, baby.
The club gone now, so the memory. But I felt good about myself when I bombed because when it was time for me to get off stage, I was like, "Hey man, thank y'all. That's my time. My name B. Cole," and got on up out of there. I left. I didn't shake nobody's hand. I got my little money and got on up out of there. It feel worse when you bomb on a paid show.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's feel even worse.
What?
Bombing and you begging a motherfucker to do a guest spot. I seen this nigga named Benny Pitts. And I don't know what he doing. The internet making him look like I gotta go see him. I gotta see him because he used to bomb so much, so hard down here in Atlanta. Every time he came around us, all the comics would be gathered. You know how comics be gathered up talking? I was like, hold on. The bomb has entered the realm.
See, this why everybody want to jump you. That sound right there.
Oh, yeah, that sound. That sound at Jokes Notes was notorious.
That's why everybody want to fight you now, man.
You know
how many comics Baldhead has traumatized? When I'm telling you, we need a surviving Baldhead series. I'm gonna start it, and I'm gonna get everybody's testimony. I'm gonna put the video together. I promise you.
Get them. That should be funny. That should be fun. I swear.
Baby, surviving Baldhead.
Oh my God.
Why would you tear it? Because they wasn't shit. They know they wasn't shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your testimony too.
You say what?
I'm gonna need your testimony. I'm gonna need your You are somebody. You ever seen that show called 13 Reasons?
Yes.
About the kid that unalived themselves. It's a TV show. Baldhead is somebody's 13th reason. and I know it and I feel it. People have quit comedy because of this man.
Yeah, it's old
and new.
It's about 3 or 4 people that quit doing comedy. But the thing of it was, Mo, you wasn't around for a couple of them. They start challenging me. You know, don't challenge me.
You sound like Bernie. You know.
Don't challenge me.
Wait a minute. I don't know if you told Mo about the girl that was in the wheelchair and she tried to heckle you. And what you said to her, because you said on the Alpha Male podcast about the girl that somebody brought in and she thought she was funny and she wanted to get on your stage. And I'm like, oh my God. And
I think it was a dude.
Okay. Cause I
was a dude I knew. It was a dude I knew in the neighborhood. Okay. And this show packed. I know me and Marlon was on there. Uncle Real was on. It was about 5. And I'm talking about this one of them neighborhood super pack.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, I get up there, I'm doing my thing, I'm rocking. He get to saying stuff, and I realized who it was. I say, hey, man, you can't be talking. You ain't even standing on nothing. What are you doing? So he just kept on. I said, I think I said, I know I said a few things, but one of them I said I was gonna put some flats, put his wheelchair on flats, scratch it up. What else I said I was gonna do? I was like, hey boy, I'll hang you over a banister and just let your legs blow in the wind.
My office hours are from 9 to 5. What?
Hey,
I bet I never make you mad. Oh my God.
Hey, listen, when it's a difference. When it's a friendly competition, or if somebody heckling me, because you got people that got this distorted thing in their mind that if they heckle you, they making the show better. And truthfully, with me now, the way I am now, I used to be, all right, I'm going in on people. As soon as I go, I used to watch the crowd, be like, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him. But now I use it as a defense mechanism because, like we was talking about a couple of days ago, being trained under Mary, I don't talk about nobody color, nobody creed. Like you see white people in the audience, I might get up there and say something like, "Yeah, this is my I ain't been around this many white people together at the same time since I was in court." Something like that. I say something like that, but I don't just go in on people no more. Unless you're doing something. You gotta be doing something that's going down. Why your eyes closed?
I'll be listening.
Oh, you listen?
She said she listens with her eyes closed.
No, I really do. Y'all don't know that a lot of times I just zone in and be.
I'm gonna do that to my kids.
Don't you do that?
My kids know when I close my eyes, they be like, they ease out like that Homer Simpson meme. They get the fuck back out of my room. I be like, Daddy, so you mean to tell me? Hold on, because I ain't got it. So what you telling me is, and that's it. I have to understand it.
I'm gonna go totally different with it though. I'm gonna close my. Daddy, you going to sleep? No, I'm being bored to death. I was dying. Thank you for waking me up, because you ain't talking about shit. So it ain't even just comics. I do that to kids. And yeah, I got my brother. He passed. He was a comedian. He was a comedian. I didn't know my brother was a bigger asshole than me. Let me tell you what he did. This dude said this at his funeral. He's like, man, I was trying to get Floyd J to book me for some stuff, and what happened was one of the comedians told me, well, man, you talk to Floyd J, he might put you on. So my brother told him over the phone, let me hear your joke. He was telling the joke, got to the punchline. My brother hung up on the man. The man called him back. He didn't answer, nothing. A year later, my brother called him and he said, let me hear another joke. He was like, who is this? It's Floyd J. Remember that time you called me and told me that joke? I hung up on you. I hope you're ready now. So let me hear. So he told him a joke, and I guess the joke was better because my brother said, okay, well, you booked this weekend with me, opening up, but you got to come get me. My brother did all of this shit for a ride. He searched you know how you search to get somebody to pick you up, but you can't get nobody to go that day? Yes. Let me call that whack ass comedian. The joke probably still wasn't funny, but this nigga made this.
But the ride was necessary. Okay.
And he made him look better on stage because comics don't know when they bomb in front of the headliner, it could be you making his headliner look stronger. That's why a lot of people that's headliners don't pick other niggas that they know. I guess they say they ain't verified headliners.
They don't pick no heat to feature and open it up for them. They don't want to do no work. They don't pick no real heat.
I had 2 or 3 motherfuckers back in the day tell me that. Literally, like, man, I don't want to do all that work. You trying to sell them, you trying to sell them DVDs, so you're gonna be out there doing everything. Man, I'm just trying to be calm, man. I ain't you ain't going up in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay,
baby, why I was at the Laugh Factory and my name was pretty early in the show. Everybody after me. I ain't going up at the mall. I ain't going at the mall. I look up. I'm next to last on the list. I said, what happened to? Oh, nobody wanted to follow you. I said, motherfuckers can pick their spots now.
That's when you have to use your authority. You have to use your seniority.
So I was on the next show too. I really didn't care. But I just said I cussed everybody out in the green room. Y'all are some scary, weak ass bitches, and I mean it. They know, we not. I want you all to know y'all some scary, weak ass bitches. I done had to go up at the Baldhead, Marlon, at the stick did an hour and a half sweating, be cold, Leon. I done had to. When I started comedy, I think I'm the last of like the Mohicans, the last of a dying breed. They challenged me, the vets.
Hey man,
let me see what you can do. They challenged me. I appreciate that because now I don't give a fuck who in front of me. Let's go.
Right. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's a that's the title for you, man. On a show, or you doing a special, the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, it is the Mohicans, and I do mean more for real.
Right.
But I think I'm the we the last ones to get them lessons, them hard lessons, and y'all didn't bullshit with us. Y'all didn't play, and I like that nobody really. This sound weird coming out. Nobody it treated me like one of the guys. Like we was cool, but nobody really like, well, what you? It was one comic that was like, what you going? This one comic asked me. I was at Riddles. I saw his show. I talked to him after the show. I said, hey, Mo Good, I'm a comedian too. It's good to see you. He said, oh, Mo Good, you do clean? I said, yeah, I got cleans here. So why don't you come back tomorrow and do a few minutes clean? Well, he said, what you talk about? I said, my life. He's like, you talk about sex. I said, no, I don't talk about nothing sexual. I got better things to discuss. You know who that comic was? It was T.K. Kirkland.
Oh, yeah, he do that to new comics because he don't want them stepping on what he talking about.
And
he never said that shit to me though. He said it to a lot of times.
Even so, I did clean, but he challenged me that day. It was like, and every challenge I took it real personal, like that. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
No, but you shouldn't. I'm gonna tell you why. That a lot of niggas don't like TK, and I don't give a fuck. That's my man. TK ain't never. And you know how I talk to people. He talk me and him talk like that to each other, and I can respect that. My mama talk like that. My daddy talk like that, and it's nothing but real conversation. And he said, I know you might talk about some of the same things because you've been through the same thing, but at the same time, you're gonna come off a different way. I'm not finna verbatim them. I ain't finna never do no shit like that. And it depends on what's going on. That's gonna make me go to a set. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've always had, and I think I'm not the only one. I've always had a set of what I was gonna say, and get up there and had to change it 4 times before they called my name.
And went a completely different route.
Yeah.
Because I know my sets. I have a lot of material. I'm fortunate enough, but sometimes you get on stage and and I like to watch the show. You know what I'm saying? You get on stage and you kind of feel what they need or what it is from you that you can give them. So I will change. I never know what I'm saying until I get on stage. I know all my jokes. I know what I can say. I never know the order. I never know that. I just go and it comes as
you could be did good as hell, but it ain't good as hell to you. I could have said this. Why the fuck I ain't say this like this?
Man,
I ain't do that little
perfectionist.
Man.
And I audio record all my sets. Even if they film what I audio record and I go listen, I'm like, I know I killed it. I know I did a great job, but I'm like, it's still, I need, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's still, that's how I know, like I'm good at what I do, but I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, I'm a real perfectionist in all them audio records. I'm a perfectionist.
Half of them I ain't even listen to, but I got a homie too that he could fix them up and put them up on iTunes. That's what I'm gonna do with mine. But the next question I gotta ask you. This is a crazy question. You don't have to say the name. Did you bone anybody in comedy?
Did I bone anybody in comedy? What do this have to do with this podcast, sir?
You think somebody ain't gonna? You think I ain't gonna say no wild shit? I said, did you bone anybody in comedy?
I'm gonna tell you this. Anybody that I wanted to hit in comedy has already been hit, and we're done.
Damn. The reason I say that is because I be trying to get people to understand comedy is the only workspace that does not really have HR. The HR is kind of self.
I'm my own HR because
right. We kind of self. We kind of self patrol with self. You know, we got. I got certain sisters you just ain't gonna say certain shit to. You know you one of them, but hell, I ain't really got to protect you. But they got.
She got it.
Hey, hold on, man. She gonna whoop your ass now. Don't let me.
Hey, she got it. Hey, I saw it early.
The thing of it is the reason I said that's to go into the next thing of comedians, female comedians getting put on the road just to get ass. Do you believe some of them are violated, and some of them are with it?
I believe both. I believe both because I've seen both sides of it. I've seen some of my friends be taken on the road, and then when they wasn't putting out to these niggas, it was a now I don't need you kind of thing. Male comics have said to me, "Oh, I'm gonna invite this one on the road, see if she can give up." So I said, "You're disgusting." I tell them, but also I've seen women in comedy. You use what you got. Like, really, niggas always attracted to motherfucking niggas always want. So you can really play with a nigga's mind. I could play with you a whole motherfucking tour. You ain't never touching me, sir. But I could play with you a whole tour. I think that just comes with your own level of maturity and self-respect.
Hey, I gotta say this. Back in the days when I used to be running the streets and running up and down Cicero, Stony Island, because if you don't know, if people don't know, that's where a lot of hotels is in Chicago.
We know about the
No, I'm saying other people might know. I have left some motherfuckers in the hotel. Let me tell you what. I ain't never finna take it. I'm never finna do that. I'm never finna violate a woman. But I'm not gonna take. My mentality. I ain't taking you nowhere. I ain't take you home. And the coldest thing to get women. You hungry? She don't want to put out. She don't want to do this. You hungry? You want something to eat? After them calm down? Yeah. Okay. I'll go grab us something to eat. Never would have came. Never came back. Never came back. I ran into one of the motherfuckers when I was in Chicago. She told her friend, "Guess what? You know this motherfucker left me in the hotel." And I said, "Tell her why I left you in the hotel." Spent all that money.
Let me ask you this because that's fucked up. But let me ask you this.
Fucked up, but I ain't taking it.
But it's still fucked up. I'm gonna tell you. Did y'all have a discussion, or did y'all have a mutual understanding that at this hotel y'all was gonna have intercourse?
Yep, and you know why? You know what happened? This was back in the day women would say, "I'm not ready for that level yet." All right. When they get it. It happened like 2 times when he had the conversation. One time we didn't have a conversation. And I came back and got her.
Okay.
What? Hey, I'm just saying how I had my mentality back then. My mentality back then was way different than it would be now. You know what I'm saying? And
I would have all my cousins jump you to death.
Well, they could have came on. You know, I was back. Hey, that's when I was with the shits. I'm still with shits now, but I was really on that shit.
I would have, and not even my male cousins, all the girls, because it's 90% women in my family. We would have. You didn't met something, my girl. You already see, babe. We about that. We would have jumped you, man. You leave any of my cousins in that hotel, we jumping you, man.
And I would have been like, "How y'all mad? How y'all mad? I just left. I didn't agree with what was going on." And let me tell you something. When you pull up at them hotels, you know this. You get out the car and you go pay for the room. I done had a couple females. What we here for? I'll turn out the parking lot real quick. Because let me tell you what I don't play with. I don't play with no. I don't play with no. When you say no, and we're in that situation,
no.
I didn't talk to nobody no more. I wouldn't talk to you no more. I wouldn't. They'd be like, "So you ain't gonna?" No, you didn't want to do it, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I ain't gonna be in no bull. I'm not gonna be in a bullpen.
You know, you come from an era of men with a disgusting little mindset. Y'all was fucked up. And I'm glad I was born when I was born because I would have unalived y'all. I would have lined y'all up and just
you
like
so used to saying that. You so used to saying that now.
God.
Unalive. So
I'm trying not to say
the other shit. No, but this was my logic, and I had some good ass logic because I knew.
So you think? Sure, play it on me. Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. I knew a lot of dudes that weren't doing what I was doing. They was doing the worst. They was doing the other. I'm talking about a lot. And I was like, and so prime example.
They were graping people.
Yeah, they was. One prime example. I went to the hotel. My buddy had a girl and I had a girl. We go in our room. I'm tired, so I woke up trying to do it, and she was like, "I ain't with it." I like. She said, "That's what you brought me here for." I said, "You let me go out there and pay for that room." And you okay? All right. I said, "Don't worry about it." I let everything calm down. We was watching the movie. I went and got me some ate and didn't come back. So I see her. She say, "I was mad that you left me, but I'm glad you didn't do me like your boy did, my girl." And I'm like, "What happened?" I hadn't been seeing this nigga and everything. He took, and then, because we was in that gang shit at the time, she was scared to tell the police, tell anybody. So the fact that I did what I did, the way I did it, it was like, oh, you playing games. So I'm gonna play a game. And the reason I said that she was playing games, any woman that let you go purchase that hotel and be like, hey, what we doing here? I'm not gonna do nothing. Right. And I wouldn't have spent a little money. I'd have dropped off, and I really truthfully would have been, because when you driving somebody somewhere, they might explain, well, I'm really not into that right now. I want to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. I've been like, cool. But you let me go ahead and spend this money, man. You let me go ahead and spend this money. I ain't spending no money to sit down in no hotel where you turn to channel 3 and they and we ain't doing it. That's what they be saying. Turn to channel 3 and they the one of them hotels. Yeah.
Oh, sounds like that.
Porn stars. You want porn?
White women.
Pornhub. White women, black women.
White women.
Sound like that. Man,
you know what's disturbing? The fact that what he did was so disgusting and heinous that even though you pulled an asshole stunt, that looks chivalrous to her. I think that's a low bar. That's sad as fuck.
For her or for what I did?
For her. I think that, in the reality.
It was an asshole move. It was an asshole move.
No, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, but the fact that even though you was an asshole, she still felt safe, protected. I'm glad you just, was like, all right, cool. Instead of going another route. That's fucked up. That your friend is a terrible person.
That nigga was, and after I found that out, I seen him.
He would have got a punkin head after that.
You get no punkin head, you get left alone. It's a lot of niggas I know from back in the days that used to do that to women. What they call it? SA women. And so when I found out that was the type of niggas they was,
I
wasn't associated with them. Yeah, I wasn't associated with them. I seen a girl that I knew was getting banged in a car on Western while I was driving. I'm in the truck sitting up, so when I look down, I see it. The next year, she coming down the street with a baby. I said, oh, who's the baby? She told me who the baby daddy was and how he was conceived. And I was like, that's what happened that day. I stopped talking to dude. I seen dude. See, I'll see you and make a, hey, look, let me holler at you real quick. You remember old girl? And you did that, woo. She said you woo. Oh, man, she lying. This how you know she wanted it. She wouldn't have went. You know what?
Oh, you a whole fool.
I gotta get away with it, because it is true in people's minds that birds of a feather flock together. One thing you're gonna know about me is I will cuss you out. I'm gonna talk crazy. I will fight. But I ain't taking nothing. I ain't taking nothing but a bath and some cough medicine. I ain't taking nothing. And a little bit of this I had today. Yeah. Look at that, Mo. Yeah.
You don't need nothing. You be too, baby.
Just calm me down, man.
You be sitting next to Jesus like, what up, my boy? Rough last time you down there, huh?
Oh my
Don't
God.
send me back. Oh man.
But women in the comedy game suffer more things than not being funny.
Right. Not being the funny level is the least of your problems.
Right.
I have been harassed. I have people have said disgusting things. But you know me, I can handle myself, but still it's unnecessary. And then I blame also my predecessors. I blame the women that were before me that kind of, oh, that's how he is.
That's
Yeah, he
what
done
I'm
said something to me.
saying.
Why you
That's what
hoes didn't speak up? Why I gotta be the one to blow up the spot? I'm the only one with courage. I have a problem with that.
this
So
shit. This
now,
shit didn't start happening before I got in the game.
no, it didn't happen the day I started. It's been going on. So, but also think about like regular life. Like black people have been enslaved, had so many things happen to them. It took a certain group to say, "Hey, enough is enough." Before that hand, they keep your head down, don't look nobody in the eye, and we chin up. What's up? You know, sometimes it takes a kind of vigor, or you know what I'm saying. When you are new, you have a different energy set. Like I was new in comedy, but I wasn't new to life. I was 30 when I started, so I already had been through a lot of shit. But I also wasn't putting up with nothing. So, and I don't have. I don't. I might probably. I am clinically like I don't take my medicine, but I am. I do have my diagnosis, but I refuse to take my medication.
What's your diagnosis?
Baby, I don't want to talk about the part here, but I ain't got to tell you a word.
Bipolar.
What is your diagnosis?
Per my diagnosis, I won't spend a day in prison. So please leave me alone.
That's right.
That's a real thing.
That's what's going on now, and niggas is getting killed.
I'm getting walked in and walked right back out the station. You understand me? Immediately.
They done a bunch of shit, and next thing you know, they was like, well, they were medicated and they were off their meds for 7 months. Oh, this nigga finna get off. He's finna get off.
Right.
But do you know how easy it is?
Emotional damage.
You know how easy it is to go to the doctor and get diagnosed? If you know somebody that's been diagnosed, all you gotta do is say what they said.
Yeah. Verbatim.
One of my daughters, this is how she got to see me. She acted a fool in school, had a fit, and said, I feel like killing myself, but I'm going to kill everybody else first.
Yeah, you
got to say that. They put her in that little place. I'm over there, man. The mother, I can go by my door. So I get in there. And they like, well, what's the problem? Had me and the mother sitting there. She was like, she don't let me see my dad. She don't ever let me see my dad. You know, it broke down again. I was like, now let me tell you something.
She's amazing.
My daughter, listen. My daughter such. While she had them tears in her eyes, found out 2 things. She was emotional.
And an actress.
And the fact that she's full of shit. Because she looked at me for 1 second and was like, and she know I was gonna ride with it because I looked at her. I said, she told me kids be in school telling each other what to do when you're in them situations. They come up off of them. Say this, say this, say this, say this.
And she said it.
She said everything they said.
She told me how many days they was gonna have her in there and all of that. I'm looking like she said, but I was tired of my mama not letting me see you.
She dotted every I and crossed every T, baby.
I see her so much. Well, she's grown now, but I seen her so much. I was tired of her. I was like, shit.
This ain't Princess, is it?
No, it ain't Princess. That's Shalisha, the one that's up over.
Princess. Look, her Princess, a sweetheart.
She did a lot of B-roll and footage for me when I did my tape, and I thought you was gonna come through that motherfucker.
Yes, I could not make it. I was not in town.
She was there the whole time. But yeah, it's a
upset about that.
I'll be looking at female comics. I'm sorry, and I'll be like, damn, y'all go through too much.
Yeah, but so what's your writing process like? Like in the beginning, how did you start writing? Did you just have a topic and that's how you spoke when you got on stage, or did you write the whole joke out in the beginning?
Like I told you, I took the comedy workshop, and I always give credit where it's due. Michi Hall taught me how to write comically. See, I used to write short stories and poems, and before I did comedy ever, I was a rapper. I've always rapped. I've always been musically inclined. So I would write the same way I would write my freestyle. Like I would write it down, think about it, you know. But now I took a topic And he taught me how to break it down. Okay, this is your premise. This is your tag. Write some tags. This is your punchline. And then I had to learn to work that on stage. But I used to write my joke down word for word and have a photographic memory so I would know it verbatim. But the only problem with that is when I started doing comedy, I didn't know how to do crowd work per se because I don't like people. And I didn't know how to really talk and reach for them. So mine would come off like a monologue. Even though it was funny, it was too scripted. It was like, that's when I sounded rehearsed and not polished because I didn't have. Now I can go in and now I can say, yeah, you're still ugly. But yeah, so I'm telling the dude about, you could still go into it just takes being on stage. There is no process. Get on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I
right.
told a lot of comics that get on stage.
Stay on stage and work. Stay on stage. I have a lot of comics that be like, Mo, look over this for me. This, and I'm like, I can give you tags. I gotta watch you. I gotta see you on stage because me, Niche, Corey, even Fab was doing it, Erica, whatever show, we all on one show. We'll make a group chat for that show. Basically, when we on stage, we'll be like, oh, if we think of a tag for each other and we'll put it in there, we be helping each other punch our shit up like live and in color. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff helps.
Right. That's true. Cause shoot,
Mhm.
if I write something, I be like, Baldhead, how this sound to you? Would you laugh at this? And Baldhead, he has helped me out a lot, and I appreciate Baldhead. Cause man, when I tell you, I'm 2 years in, and I'm still learning how to write. Cause I need to take a class. I know I do. I need to do some more open mic. But I'm learning how to write. Cause I write out my whole joke. That's what I'm used to. But when I go on stage,
I
you
write it
can't
out.
take.
Ain't nothing wrong with you writing it out, but you gotta learn how to
No,
either
she right.
add or cut the fat because you only got a certain amount of time. If I write
She
out a
right.
10-minute joke and I ain't got but 3 minutes, how am I pack these 3 minutes full of nothing but the funny part?
Hey Mo, this motherfucker writes, hey, how y'all doing tonight? My name's Quana. Nigga, I don't need to know that part.
See, that's sick.
Hey, she looked like that. She looked like
Miss Jack, that's sick, man.
She looked like if she was gonna say, okay, they rolled me up to the stage, they picked up the chair. Then I said, hey everybody, this is Shaquena. I read that
She
shit.
a screenwriter, man. Know your gifts, mama. That's all. You a screenwriter.
Me,
chair,
I don't write.
The lights dim, chair gets rolled to the stage. Like you a screenwriter, shorty. Don't let nobody play with you.
I don't write like that.
Flip
I write
over my shoulder. Come on, now.
I write my shit. I write the topic. I can put it in the topic order. And that's really because I feel like I'm forever working on the joke. So I can say it different every time. Every time. So I don't never write this as, you know what I'm saying, word for word. I might write baby mama got bad breath. Then I'll talk about a time when me and my baby mama was together and she had some bad breath because we was at the what was that? Not coming to the stage. Marlon's First Amendment, and my baby mama was pregnant with my baby, and my nephew had to watch her. When it was over, that nigga told me, he said, man, how long y'all been together? I was like, we've been together about 5 years. He said, man, her breath been smelling like that the whole time. I was like, nigga, I thought I was tripping.
The bad tooth, baby. That's all that is.
That's the bad back of the mouth. The back of the mouth. Just throw it all away.
Wisdom tooth gotta come on out.
Just throw it away.
That wisdom tooth is dumb. It ain't got no wisdom to it. But look, when you like this is year 6 for me. August made year 6.
Oh, wow.
And though I feel like I've advanced very, very quickly, I really have, and I'm grateful for that. I've had a lot of great opportunities. My writing style changes every year. I notice like every 6 months. Now I can do kind of what Baldhead do. I'll write, okay, I got a transparent joke. I'll write transparent. I know the whole joke. And because I've audio recorded my jokes, I've basically timed my jokes. You give me a 10-minute, I say, oh, I made sure all of my jokes are 10 minutes a piece. That's what I've been focusing on. So when I did like my hour, so I got to do these 6 jokes. That's it. I kind of timed. That's how I time my set. When somebody said, oh, you got 15 minutes. I said, well, okay, I can do one joke and a little crowd work if I want to. I can do a joke and compact another joke into 5 minutes. That's what I learned. That's one thing that Chicago really taught me, how to utilize my time on stage. Because if I got 3 minutes, I ain't even gonna go up there, hey, how y'all doing? I'm coming right in.
Right.
Hey, so a Baldhead motherfucker said to me, I'm coming right in the door. But if I have 10 minutes, I could say hey and still get to it. But I'm a storyteller. That's what helps me. I'm really a storyteller. So I kind of can coast through. I got 15, 20 minutes. Well, I got which I'm fortunate enough now. Ain't nobody giving me 5 minutes on stage. Nobody.
Right.
Nowhere. But it took I thank God for the 3-minute slots, the 5 to 7 or opening spots.
All that shit add up.
Because it was so important, and it taught me rooms like Francis, rooms like the dating game. I remember I came and did your room, I was very new. It taught me command. When I get on stage, they shutting up because I've learned that, and it was not easy. It was an uphill battle. I have faced the drunk niggas in the bar, the TVs, they back facing you. How do I get them to turn around from this TV? That was my only objective. And listen to what I want to say. This was before I even said, how do I get them to laugh? How do I get their attention? And once I got their attention, how I'm going to keep it? I can't do it with bullshit. That was my only objective. Stop these niggas from watching TV.
Right. Man.
I remember going into this club. It's called a Touch of the Past. And we had to do.
I've been in the touch.
We was doing the Miller Genuine draft on a night that wasn't comedy night. And on this night, it was a stepper set.
Ooh.
One thing I know about the motherfucking steppers in Chicago, man, you ain't finna do nothing else to interrupt they shit. They come to dance. And it's old motherfuckers that got to be in the house. Man, everybody was bombing. They was heckling. They was booing. I got up there.
Hey, Baldhead, Sabar. You know the Chicago steppers, they have like a documentary out, and my auntie in it, because she the coldest motherfucking stepper on any side of Chicago. But still, I just want to let y'all know. But go ahead.
What's your auntie name?
Her name is Rosalind. Well, her name is Roxy McKinney or Roxy Goodwin.
No one knows her. Listen.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Everybody, they say, who? I say, I met a lady at the gas station. She said, I'm stepping into that donut. I said, you know my auntie Rossi? She said, Rossi bad. I said, I know, ain't nobody better than her. I was talking crazy. Because my auntie do the same about me with comedy.
All jokes aside, I have heard of her. But this is what I'm saying. That night, they won't listen to
nobody know that bitch.
No, when nobody paying attention to comedy.
No.
So I told the dude who was hosting, I can't remember who it was. I said, don't bring me up. Don't bring me up.
Right.
I said, this is what you do. Just give me the mic. I walked up there on that motherfucker and I had a piece of paper in my hand. I said, 6JAEO. It's a Chevy Caprice. It is about to be old girl outside busting your windows now. Everybody was quiet. Now that I got y'all attention, my name Baldhead. Got him.
You have to be creative.
And look, niggas after that was like, damn, who is this nigga?
You had to get creative, baby. Ain't no plan.
Do you still do that now,
Huh?
Do you still do that?
I mean, I'll do something. I think one time I was in the club and it was so crazy. I went to the DJ booth and I said, hey, they're giving out free drinks and when I said drinks, they was quiet, of water. Look, my name Baldhead. I'm in the booth. I'm doing this stand-up from the booth because y'all ain't gonna throw nothing in. Rock that motherfucker from the booth. Rock.
Oh, you
That's just creative. That's how you have to get that attention, baby.
Yeah, I got him. I did. Hey,
and you gotta keep it. And that's it.
I'm doing a show that night when the nigga that told somebody, yeah, man, you know if you ain't funny, I ain't paying you. I said, man, well, I ain't worried about it because I shoot shit up. Look at me. Like, see, they don't be expecting no comedian to be a nigga.
To be ignorant.
They don't expect to be ignorant. They expect them just to be.
Yes, they come.
If I
was at Zany's and the manager was like, yeah, Mo, well, we're unable to print all the checks. I said, that's crazy. Cause ain't nobody leaving this motherfucker till I get mine. He was like, I'm kidding, Mom, I'm kidding. I bet you is. We'll have a sleepover. We'll have a shed-in, baby. What you want to do?
Man, that motherfucker telling somebody, you done went to the bathroom too many times. Sit down. You trying to leave.
Sit down. You think you're getting up out of here? You're not. Sometimes you got to just bring gangsters back. Make comedy gangster again. Because, baby, because people be wilding. They really do. And may God have mercy on their soul, because they ain't finna play with me. Play with your mammy.
Where's your favorite city to perform in?
My favorite city to perform in. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite place to perform is Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Man, I actually have a really great fan base out there, but it's this particular club called Comedy on State. The best club in the Midwest. Them in the country, you ask me. Man, they'll fill the club up. They don't care. They pay you good. The green room is beautiful. Me and my kids almost moved in. Right? It's so nice. But they come to laugh, to have a ball. It seems like, I love Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago's spoiled. Chicago's entitled. Chicago's used to legends. So we kind of gotta get they spoil brats. Everywhere else they see stars in there. Oh God. Chicago, you gotta do 3 backflips, shoot up the club, then perform a magic trick, make some sea moss on stage. You gotta do so many things. Any other city, you just go. And I do love Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, I love Nashville. Ladies in Nashville, busting.
Now, what's your least city to perform comedy in?
Harvey. No.
That's a place. My least favorite?
Yeah, your least favorite.
I don't know. Even the little white hick towns and stuff, they be lit. I haven't had it. You know what? Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada has a terrible comedy scene. It's humid. It's annoying. I do not like Vegas. Vegas is a show place, obviously, but
it ain't for comedy.
It's not. I don't know. It's not conducive to comedy. I hate all of it. I don't even like Vegas itself anymore. Like, me and Nisha and Eric went to Vegas. We did a show, and then we hit somebody's mic afterwards, and we were just like, "Why do people live here?
All that damn walking."
Yeah, baby, I walked myself down to pant size. God is good.
I went to Vegas, and I had when the Fitbit watches first came out.
Baby,
I looked at my shit. My watch said enough. I said, did Jesus walk like this?
Baby, my watch said, take me off.
Did Jesus walk like that? He had on sandals. Shit.
I came back from Vegas. I had to recalibrate my watch. I had to plug back up, get on the app. That watch said, take me off, bitch. That's what that watch said. When you start walking like this?
Hey, you know what I hate? When you go out of town.
My watch said, enough.
The motherfucker was done. I watched it through with me.
Oh, that's funny to me, baby.
I just literally found that first Fitbit watch. I was at my mama's house and I was looking through some stuff and it don't work no more. I was like, man, I want this motherfucker to work because it was.
You walked that bitch to death.
That motherfucker's out of there.
You walked that watch more than a dog, man. That watch done, man. I know a Fitbit hate to see you coming. Yeah, damn.
You gonna walk it to death, I promise.
I'm trying to tell you, be with them steppers, huh? This nigga.
Did y'all know now it's a lawsuit being filed against Jay-Z with Puffy? Said some lady done raped him. Jay-Z responds to iconic lawsuit against him. We don't play these type of games. We have a very strict code and honor. And it was about the lady said that a woman claims Jay-Z and Diddy S.A. her when
Great.
she was 13 years old.
Oh wow.
Well,
That,
you've been
now
knowing Beyonce since she was 12.
that is a whole different. Like if you somebody was like I was 30 years old, or I was in, even if I was out of college, just got out of college. She was
Got your
13.
limitations a little different.
13. It ain't. Let me tell you something. I don't even know what part of those cases, because I never looked at them, because I knew I wasn't gonna catch them type of cases. I never looked at those. This is the only thing I was in the when I was in jail and I was in the law library. Never paid those cases attention, but I think now it's more of your reputation, what type of person you is, and that will make everybody in every relationship you had, they're gonna look back on it and say, "How old was that motherfucker? How was that?" They already had said that Mo was young when that my Mo that what's her name, Beyonce was young when they first got together.
I ain't never been with Hova, not Jehovah, that Hova. Hold on.
Nah, he high and slipped out.
Hey, you quit sipping on that sack.
Sipping on some sister. But it's really crazy how this shit is gonna come out and you putting yourself in. I think I look at it like this: every man puts himself in a situation where he can see I ain't supposed to be here. Right. I'm not supposed to be able to do. I'm not supposed to. Oh nope. I need to check ID. I had motherfuckers mad at me one time. Motherfucker was mad at me. I was like 25 or 26, and I knew not. In Chicago, back in the day, it's probably everywhere. I'm just stopped seeing Chicago. You used to go to the club and you would think motherfucker was in the club was your age.
But I've been getting in clubs since I was 14.
I was getting in clubs since I was 13.
You know what my ID was?
What? My ID was so much of my thing. I get to Minnesota, ain't had no ID or nothing, because I was in the streets and I wasn't finna get. I walked up to that lady, say, "See your ID?" I said, "It's me." She said, and I said, "It's me. It's Prince, it's me. What you doing? What you need?" My brother said, "Hey man, where your ID?" I said, "Man, I ain't got no motherfucking ID." I was like 24, 25. He said, "Why you ain't got no ID?" I looked him in the face. I said, "Man, all that shit I be doing, you think I need some ID?" He said, "Come on, man."
Last thing I want them to do is ID me.
Yeah, and so, but he was kind of known in the club, so I got in that day. But he was like, "Dude, we getting up in the morning. You got to." Now listen, I was in Minnesota. So do you know how long it was? I had never really had a Chicago. The last time I had a Chicago ID was my high school, CVS high school ID. I had no ID. I had cars and everything.
You said get that birth certificate and that Social Security card from underneath that mattress, and we getting up.
My grandmama, somehow or another, I had to wait though. I think I had to wait a week and the mail came. She sent it to me. And then I went and I had to call that number, get that little printout for the Social Security, and all of that shit. My first ID was Minnesota ID. My first state ID.
You ain't even from here, shorty.
Wasn't even from there. Wasn't even from there.
But I'm even from here, shorty.
I had them motherfuckers. I had them motherfuckers like it was. I was like, yeah, got me ID. My other brother gonna say, now everybody gonna know your dumb ass.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, put the ID
up. So silly. So okay, now this is a lot of business part about the show. Now, do you drink or do you smoke?
I'm a drinker.
Okay,
nose candy.
Talk about a time you have been so drunk after a show, and what happened.
That was every show the first year and a half, 2 years. Which show you talking about, baby?
Pick one.
I'm gonna tell you the time I realized it's not conducive for my comedy to be on stage drunk. I was at Francis, Niche was hosting. I didn't think she was gonna put me up. Robin was behind the bar. My girl Robin made me a Long Island, a strong island, a stony island. You hear me? A rock island. Because that wasn't no regular Long Island. I had drank 2 of them.
Oh yeah, Robin gets together.
Robin changed my blood type that night. You understand me? I went from AB negative to I'm positively drunk. Like what? I was so lit, y'all. I didn't think Niche put me up last. And I was audio recording. I went up. I'm talking. It went okay, fine. When I went and listened back, now I already talked with a little list, but that's just the way my motherfucking mouth formed. You know, gotta get my little shit together. Baby, if I didn't sound like sucker and succotash on that motherfucking test, when I played it back, I was on stage laughing louder than the crowd. They was laughing, but I was spitting on motherfuckers. I never been more embarrassed. I was mortified. Like, wow. And since then, you'll never see me with a drink on stage. I have a celebratory drink afterwards. I'm like, okay, I did my thing. I can drink now.
Right.
Even if I have a drink or order a drink, I may take a few sips, but I usually drink ginger ale before I get on stage, or a little bit. I don't want to burp on them people. Baby, you would never catch me. You would think I don't drink. You would never catch. Motherfucker won't never catch me sleeping like in your finger. I can't believe.
This woman turned to Daffy Duck on stage.
So quick. And was stuttering. That's all, folks. Porky pig bit. I don't have time. The pain, the horror. I cannot believe.
She having a flashback on us.
You don't understand. Like, I'm so fucked up, but I think I'm finna call Niche and bitch, you put me up last knowing Robert had unalived me already. You put up a motherfucking, this bitch put up a cadaver. I had donated my body to science already, and you gonna put up a dead body, man?
Oh my
The
God.
Walking Dead? I'm calling that wench tonight. Excuse me, wench. That's how when she pick up, she go, hey mom, excuse me, wench. That's how I'm starting it off.
I mean, that drunk on stage, and no, I wasn't ready.
That's crazy. And you sell a Long Island iced tea. Boy, look
Two
at
of
you.
them. Two
Wrong island. That's wrong island.
Wrong island. It was a stony island. A rock island.
Well, that's what I had my first time getting on stage. I had one in it. It wasn't even a Long Island. That bad boy was pink. So I don't know what that was.
That was a pink motherfucker. It wasn't a blue one.
Thank you, because I couldn't.
That's all a blue motherfucker is a blue Long Island.
That's all. And it was strong.
Yeah. But thing is, with Long Island, they have 5 different type of liquors, and you ain't got no business mixing that. Stupid. And they cheap. That's why people be $5 Long Islands. And baby, you ain't gonna make it to $15. I promise you that. Not without an ambulance.
When I used to be drinking with my cousin, them, we used to make this shit called Boilermaker. That shit to me was worse because they had a bunch of liquor and it had malt liquor. You know, OE and shit like that. You talking about somebody gone? That's why.
You're not a drinker, though.
I'm not a drinker. I don't. I'm still here because of that. So I ain't. I seen you.
I don't want to see you.
Let me tell you something. I
don't never want to see him drunk. If he drink like he eat the edibles, but I don't never want to see it.
If I tell y'all this, one of the reasons why I don't get like drunk, I seen a dude. He had got killed, and when we went to go,
unalived. You don't care about nothing you say.
Unalived. I'm sorry, I ain't used to saying sucker shit. So when we get to the where he was on a phone booth, and I did not know this nigga was dead, right? Police was standing around. I'm thinking he just laying on the ground and got because his leg was up on the phone booth. Like he was kicked up, he let his leg kicked up. And I said, man, what happened? And I seen the police was like, man, they done shot woo. I'm like, he looked like he all right, why he got his leg? Like, man, get your damn leg down. Everybody looked at me like, Nigga, what's wrong with you? I was like, what the fuck y'all looking at? And man, he dead. And he got caught like that. I said, what the fuck? And his cousin was like, man, we just had got through getting high. And he came down there to get on the phone. I never fucked with phone booths after that. And I never
I think that's why they took him out, baby. People was getting caught lacking with that little dime and the quota in there.
So I used to tell people, y'all ain't gonna never find me on no phone booth with my leg kicked up.
That wouldn't look right.
Terrible.
That wouldn't look right.
Oh,
that wouldn't look right if that was you.
Right, nah. You never want to look crazy, man. You never want to look crazy. My friend got buried in all pink. He hated pink. Hated it. I'm talking about suit, shirt, socks, shoes.
You talking about shoulders, chest, pants, shoes.
Yes.
Wipe them down.
And the reason why his wife did that was because he died in a car accident with his side chick.
Oh, baby, he'd have looked like the Pink Panther mess with me too, baby.
And
he'd be dripped in Pepto.
She said she was mad, she was wrong, but she said, I knew if anybody was gonna say something, you did. I got up on the mic and said, who done Pepto-Bismol, my boy? Who did this? This at the funeral. Man, I got people at this funeral falling out.
Let me tell you why don't no man need to die on me, and I got something to do with it. and you get caught cheating. When I get through with you, when they come and they open that casket, I'm gonna tell everybody that you were gay and you're living in your truth, and I'm burying you in your truth.
Oh wow.
Because you are gonna have nails on, lashes, rhinestones, makeup. You're gonna be beat to the gods, as they say. Baby, your family, all your family gonna have to fight me on that. Damn, say he's living in his truth. I was a cover up for the marriage because he really was with.
Hey,
baby,
I'm gonna be in the back. You know how the family be over. I'm gonna be in the back of the other bro saying, "Turn him over." She put a dildo in his butt. Turn him over. I'm gonna have a disguise on. They're gonna say,
look, you know how they be like this? They're gonna be holding two of them, baby. I'll be like, don't close his mouth, leave it open. You know, they sew your mouth shut. Leave his open.
No, hey, you should have his eyes like this.
He gonna look like Wesley Snipes and Tu Wong Fu, baby.
I said, if I don't want to get buried, I gotta get cremated. If I get buried, I want my eyes open. My mama gonna tell me, why would you do that? Listen, everybody come to see me. I want to see them.
No, baby. No, baby. If you go for me, I'm never coming. Don't worry about it. I'm saying I already know what he want. My cousin's so ignorant. My cousin said,
what about this?
When I get buried, I want y'all to toot my ass in the air so they can all kiss my ass as they walk past. I said,
that sounds like
it's gonna stink. It's already there. It's gonna stink, cousin. She said, yeah, I'ma shit on these hoes. Just toot my ass in the air. I said, so bury you in your stomach. Got it.
I don't. That's funny.
Who wants to get buried face down, ass up?
Somebody.
Hooker.
That is it.
But she also wild and ignorant. She said, toot, not put it, toot my ass in the air. So they can walk past and kiss my ass as they go. I said, nobody's coming. Nobody likes you. I want you to be there.
Why did she just bust down and say, moonshine is not for me?
Because we was talking about
that was early. We was talking about the liquor. Moonshine ain't for nobody.
Oh, moonshine. Let me tell you when moonshine was for. When everybody had COVID.
Ooh, baby.
Motherfucker could have drank that shit. And you had to take, if you took 3 shots of moonshine, COVID ain't gonna what you had. You gonna have something else wrong with your chest, but ain't gonna be no COVID.
Ain't gonna be no COVID. It's gonna feel like elephant stomped you, baby. Moonshine will send you past the moon.
I had some
I had
moonshine.
I had some moonshine from down in Alabama.
Where I'm from.
They
Hey,
fucking it up. They fucking it up now though.
man.
'Cause they putting flavor in it and shit. They
Yeah,
fucking it up.
I'm talking about the original now. I'm talking about as soon as you touch your lip numb. I don't
That
want
shit look.
nothing,
That shit look like water, but when you open that,
baby.
it's a that mason jar. If you ain't
It's
getting
a
it in the mason jar,
if you ain't getting a mason jar, it's not even real.
not real.
Not real.
Not real.
And Baldhead, I know a comedian that's from Louisiana and ain't never had a lick of moonshine, and that's Delay. Delay ain't never
I
had
had
moonshine.
watermelon flavored moonshine and it made me pee on myself. Baby, you had to pee anyway. Don't you
Yeah,
put that on that moonshine.
your bladder just fucked up.
Yeah, you got kids, your little pelvic flow is woo out, baby. What?
Man, that
That's a real
moonshine was
thing. Kegels, mama, kegels.
I
Tighten it.
seen a lot of comedians get on stage drunk, and then bomb and
You're
wonder why
disgusting.
they. And I'm like, man, because you was drunk. I
You hope
found out myself. I can't really like be half no edible and do no comedy. I could be half an edible and do a podcast though. I can do this podcast.
yeah. But you know what's worse than a comic just getting up doing they set getting drunk? You know what's worse than that? When the host, every time they come up, they drunker and drunker and drunker, and they doing longer and longer.
About to get this nigga.
And you be like, hey, lay him down in the green room, man. I had a host that was so drunk, and he went and sat in the green room and fell asleep. And I told the rest of the comics, we finna shotgun this. We don't even need Buddy.
Oh wow.
And
He
we
was
did.
that
He woke up. We woke him up. Show was over. Oh, who up next? Nobody. Go home.
Dumbass.
How did he get home that night?
Baby, I don't know.
Hey, you know what?
Jesus took that wheel.
If somebody is the host and they mess the show up like that, it's only gonna be one person that's gonna give a fuck if he got home. And that's whoever his real friend is.
His real friend.
And I got him, y'all.
Or his girl, whoever, somebody he gotta come with somebody already. Because other than that,
you don't see somebody with somebody like that at first, and then you don't see him with them no more. Like we was talking about how comedians that's in relationships, you gotta have a real tough ass woman for her to hear some of the stuff that you can say on stage. Because there'll be some comedians that's cold when their girlfriend ain't around. We was talking about that.
Then they get real timid when she around because they can't even talk about it.
They ain't got they should be shaky and fucked up.
Because I do a whole set about one of my son's father, my older son's father, and him and his mother. I did a show down in Alpharetta. I did a show down there, and him and his mom came to the show, and I did the joke about him, and he was screaming, "I'm not changing nothing for nobody." And he was crazy is all my shit is true. I just add what I want to add. He was cracking up about it.
That's good.
His mama came up to me. She said, "Now you ain't have to talk about my son like that. You ain't have to talk about my boy like that." I said, "If I had time, I'd have got to you too." She said, "Oh hell, leave me out of it." But we cool. I'm cool with my kid. Like my kids, I'm cool. We friends, but I learned that like even if I'm telling a story, I tell a story about my cousin about how everybody died, and she always knew him, so I think she's the killer. Clearly, she's an unaliver professionally. She must be. Don't nobody have no RIP t-shirt every day. Somebody rested every day around you. Put her under arrest.
Hey,
shut up, boy.
Hey, so that shit hit.
So she be in the crib. She be like, "You gonna do my joke tonight?" I said, "Is anybody gonna drop dead tonight?" Be like, "Cuz, come outside with us." I said, "No, I got something to do in the morning. I can't die tonight."
Cause you ain't gonna be telling nobody tomorrow, I was just with her last night.
Yeah, for real. And that's my, my callback. I was just with you. That's what she always say. That's why I think she killed, unalived them.
Hey man, that's some funny shit.
I think she's a mass unaliver. Like, hello, tag the police right quick. CPD.
She might be.
CIA, DEA, whoever, whatever, the FBI, SVU, it don't matter. I need all y'all come on this live so I could I'll give you her address and everything. Y'all gotta ask her some questions.
Oh my God, you stupid.
If she didn't do it, she knew exactly who did it.
One thing I can say about Mo Good, her stage presence and performance, it'd be off the chain. And her personality as a person is real as hell. That's why I fuck with it. I ain't no fake nigga. I'm gonna keep it real and keep it raw. I done did some fucked up shit or said something wrong, and Mo, hey nigga, you know that was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, hey, recently, let me tell you what happened. I was you see somebody on live, you jump on. I was finna get on live with the 312 awards, and I said something. I was like, yeah, man, let's do it again. Dude had a whole speech for me, like, and I was waiting on him to call me, saying, man, we don't want nothing but good vibes this time, Baldhead. You know you made that lady cry. And I'm like, what's he talking about? I ain't made nobody cry. Well, I didn't understand what he was talking about.
You know what y'all done on that other podcast. That's what he talking about.
Oh, on Bean's podcast?
You know what y'all done.
I'm not gonna get all the way into that, but
we don't have to, but you know what you done.
I don't think that gotta be it then. That's gotta be it.
I think that's what it stems from. Remember, because the person was nominated, you was like, how the fuck these weak ass people, like, just you being you talking, but
see, that's what I'm saying.
Person wouldn't know that. And I was like, why would you? But I really was cussing Beans out, like, this your podcast, this your platform. You can, you know what I'm saying, read the room and control the atmosphere. He don't know how to do that though, because he don't know. Stupid ass. But I love him, I
had to think that. I think that now that's what that was. Because I'm glad you reminded me. I don't know. But
so when I got on the podcast and I cussed all of them out collectively because I love them and I don't want no woman to feel like that. But on the other hand, like I said, I don't personally like this person. And I do think she's weak as hell and be bombing. But I wish her the best. And if she's been nominated, then let it be. But I was still honest.
My thing of it is, there's just a lot of situations that go on. Right. Where people ain't in comedy, where people don't have the authority, you don't have the time in. Now, having the time in is very important. Right. I got bumped one time. We was doing the Bad Boys audition. I bombed anyway, but we was doing the Bad Boys audition. And B Cole and Dion Cole was like, we call a seniority in front of Baldhead. We ain't finna, no. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all? He like, nigga, this is an audition. You trying to sell shit. And Dion used to be like, always the drug dealer. Always. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to.
So can I ask you a question, both of you? I know you're a little newer than me. Have you noticed? I know you've noticed this, Baldhead. There are comics that are even came in a little bit before me or even after me that are in their mind, in their own right, solidifying themselves as headliners. Although I've never seen them do a strong 5, not even 10. I've never even seen them feature strongly. They are because of their following, and not just because they follow, because I don't have a big following, but in their mind, they're like, oh, I became a headliner like this, or it's a natural progression that comes into that, and that takes time. You can tell who skips steps. You know what I mean?
It's actually a process.
It really is.
You don't intend to go through. Like I literally, Mary Lindsay made me a headliner. I was already a headliner because I had enough rooms enough time and enough practice. You know how they say you do some certain amount, many hours or whatever, you are professional.
Yeah.
I had 5 rooms. I was doing shows, going places. So when you a host, you got time to go up in between. You got time to learn one thing. That crowd got to be up here at all times.
You are the
comedian you could have brought down
controller.
and brought them down. You got to bring it right back up and bring the next person. And if that person ride that wave,
that's a completely different skill set because people are not good. You could be a perfect feature, a perfect headliner.
But
people are not good hosts.
As a host,
have to do so much.
As a host,
that's pressure.
You could put all of those sets and those abilities together to be a headliner.
Yeah.
But you gotta maintain whatever time that they give you and be able to project that little 15. Hell, I ain't even gonna say thing. Project that 5. I don't know too many niggas that got standing those off of 5 minutes. So when I went to,
I did, but go off.
When I went to Mary, and she let me feature. She let me not feature. She gave me a guest spot in front of Corey Holcomb at Jokes and Nose.
Mm-hmm.
My first book show was a headline. I was headlining.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from a guest spot. I was already as far as me going on the road a headline, but I was still featuring too. So I really wasn't, because when you headline, the choice of being a feature is yours, and that's gonna be for a friend of yours.
Yes,
it's gonna be for your boy, or it might not. It might be a guest spot. Nigga, you here? I remember I went to do a show with Pierre. I ain't do the show with Pierre. He was there. He said, "Man, come on, go." I said, "Nigga, I came to watch you. Man, come on, go up." I went up. Bam. So you can't be no headliner for one. This is gonna disqualify a lot of motherfuckers. If you ain't got 45 minutes or an hour,
thank you. I don't want to hear I'm headlining and you doing 18 minutes. If you don't have 45 plus, that's not headlining.
I'm gonna let you stay up there. I'm gonna let you stay up. You're gonna bring yourself down.
And then you can see when people start tapering off. They get 10, 12 minutes in, and you're like, you got another 48. I'm gonna see how this gonna go.
I done had a bunch of niggas do that. I remember somebody was bombing. We had 30 more minutes ago. Mary said, "Go and get him off stage." Why are you letting him? Because he said he's a headline. Said he was a headline. You got him on the show as a headline. Doc is paid. She said, "Go get that motherfucker off stage."
No, make them work for it. I want them to feel it because it's not real to them until they feel it. I did a show at the Comedy Vault that's in Batavia. It's a nice little club. It's a newer club. And the headliner was this young Italian guy. He was popular on TikTok. And they had me feature for him. And I buried him.
How much time did you do?
I did 20 minutes and I buried him. He had to do 45 plus. He got off stage.
That 20 minutes can make or break a headliner.
Baby, I buried. I didn't even feel good about it. I said, "Oh God, man." Because the thing with the people that are popular on social media, once you get when you get your audience in there, you say boo, they gonna laugh because they love you already. Get around some people that are not your target audience, that just came out to see a show, that don't know you from social media. Where's your material? That's what I want to know. Where is your material? He came down that green room pulling all them little black slick heads. He's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing up here.
I know you don't.
I said I could see that.
You ain't meant to be up there.
And we had to do Thursday 1 show, Friday and Saturday 2 shows. I'm telling you, the first show was the funeral. The second show was the repast. The third show was I'm sorry. It was the funeral, the burial, the repast. The next show was a balloon release, and the last one I put a headstone on that motherfucking grave. You hear me? I never, because I felt like I saw the clubs be playing with me. I'd be like, I'm a headliner. You keep asking me to feature for these people. I know you would make the show great. Well, make me the show. If I'm great.
If they say that, you should say, make some more money come in that account.
Right.
Because if I'm doing the work, I did that to a motherfucker up here and down here in Atlanta. That's on Wild and Out. Really popular. Got up there and dismantled, and that motherfucker came back and said, there's nothing left.
Hey, he said, you did it all. Ain't nothing, I love when they said, ain't nothing else for me to do. You better figure it out because you got 45 minutes to get it done.
They're trying to see you. Remember that?
I did the show.
But I'm walking away with these motherfuckers in my context. I'm walking away with these motherfuckers.
You got 300,000 followers. To see if they follow these. See if they follow along with your jokes.
Hell yeah.
I did the show last year, and it was a show with Baldhead, and the person that the name was on the show. They tried to say I was a headline. I said, no. I'm not gonna disrespect that spot. I'm not doing that. Nope. Not gonna call me a headline. Call me a feature. Call me an opener. But don't ever call me no headliner because I'm just started and I don't disrespect that spot because I know what that spot means. So please don't put that pressure on me.
It's only two ways. It's only two ways you're gonna be a headline. Headlining on stage, or if you're standing in line. I'm high now, y'all. I'm high now.
We can tell.
We
can tell.
Thank you for coming. Tell the people where you gonna tell people where to find you and where you're gonna be at your shows and whatever you got going on.
Okay, well, you can just follow my page because I post all my shows. I got a lot of shows throughout and across the city. I just got booked for also Raleigh, North Carolina, New York dates. I've been touring with these amazing comedians called the Bad Moms of Comedy. So you can look us up on there. You can follow me on all social media at MoGood Comedy, MoGood Comedy. On all social media, I post all my stuff. Make sure y'all also keep supporting Baldhead's podcast. And make sure y'all support Man too because he is on a whole different day. So every Monday at 4 p.m. live on Facebook, you can catch me. Okay, you can catch me Mo Good Mondays on my Facebook page, just a regular Mo Good page. Come check it out. Keep supporting live comedy. Keep supporting yourself.
Mo Good Mondays is not for the weak.
No, and don't bring no ass on there and say nothing crazy because I'm gonna tear you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I seen a couple of episodes. Well, we gonna make sure that we bring you back because this right here, man, Lord, this is funny. I about passed out laughing at y'all.
Yeah, this right here, that's so country. This right here,
Alabama. I can't help it.
I could tell you ain't even say no letters. This right here.
This right here.
This right here.
But we gonna make sure we bring you back. Thank you so much. We had to bring you on here to give you your flowers because we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We'll bring you back.
Hope my flowers with collard greens. Thank you.
All right, girl. Much love.
Right,
y'all make sure y'all follow her. Y'all make sure y'all follow Laughs and Libations. We coming at y'all next. When's the next show? The next week? Next month? Next week. Coming next week. Baldhead Podcast will be going down this Sunday, season 10. And who I got on the show? No goddamn body yet, because ain't nobody answering. But I'm gonna get somebody. Just letting y'all know.
Oh, you stupid. We'll see y'all next
Sunday. I ain't gonna lie.
I answered when you called.
Eddie Murphy coming next.
This fool said Eddie Murphy.
Y'all be good. Y'all pray for us. We're gonna pray for y'all. Peace out.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.